we'll give it a shot. See what happens.
So our Facebook is just 4848.
I think so. Yeah, I believe so. See what happens.
Our Facebook is just 4848.
Hey, look, you can hear you. I think so. Yeah, I'm live. Everybody can see my face. That's frightening. Hold on, I'm about to share my screen.
It's weird that you're talking and your mouth's not moving.
All right, here we go. Hopefully people can see my, can you see my screen, Emily? This is great.
Yes, I can see your screen. You're good.
All right. Nope.
You're perfect.
All right, so I'm going to log in to the back end of my test site here on the dashboard. And I'm going to show you two different ways that we are going to fill out the body of the website with a homepage layout. Our goal for tonight is to fill out the body of the website. And here's what I mean by that. So if you look on the front end of the site, you see this white part right here with this amount of information. That's the part that we're going to make pretty and nice tonight. We're not going to worry about this top part here so much. We're going to deal with that Saturday morning. Or this part, also not going to worry about the footer right now. We're just going to worry about this middle section to really make that nice. And then we'll circle back to the other two components later. So the first way that I'm going to show you how to do this is I'm in the back end of the site here. I'm going to click on Pages. And then I'm going to go to my home page right here. And then you can see it also says front page next to it, letting you know that this actually is the front page of the website, the home page. I'm going to click on that. And then I'm going to click on Page Builder. So we're not going to work within this element right here. We're going to work on within a page builder, which is called Beaver Builder, if you'd like to know. And that takes me in here. And so you can see first that I've got a row here, and I've got a row here with content that I can edit if I would like to. We're not going to do that right now. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to choose a theme or a layout that's going to work well for my nonprofit. I'm going to show you two different methods for doing this. This is the first method. It's also outlined in the Google Doc that I sent the link to earlier tonight. I'm going to click on the plus sign, click on templates, and then I see a whole bunch of landing pages here. So I can choose from any one of these. These are all really fantastic landing pages that can work really well for nonprofits. I'm just going to pick one at random right now, and I'm going to hit replace existing layout and OK. And you can see what's happened here is now I have this really nice, pretty layout, and I can begin editing that. It's already got a bunch of dummy content in it. And you can see as I mouse over things, I can click on different things to change different icons if I'd like to, or to change text. You click on the different text boxes. You can also, for example, right now I've got 3 columns here. If it needs to be 4 columns, I can click the plus sign. I can choose a row and 1 column, and I can add that to the side here. And so you can see now I've got 4 columns. And then if I needed to duplicate this layout, I would just duplicate each item and then drag it into the row separately. And that way you can add additional rows and whatever it is that you need to the layout. So, but the point is, this is how you get your first layout to begin working with. And then you can edit colors, you can edit images, you can edit text, you can edit all that information as much as you'd like. And then when you're done, it's important to make sure that every once in a while as you're working on the homepage, you click done and you click publish, and that saves your edits. You don't want to be editing in a homepage for hours and hours and hours on end and never publish, because then you could potentially lose your work. So you do want to periodically publish your work, and then you can see it here on the front end of the site. So next, I'm going to show you the second way that you can find additional layouts for your site if you don't like any of the ones from the list you just saw. So I'm going to click up here and go back into the back end of the site to the dashboard. And then I'm going to click on Settings right here on the left. I'm going to click on UABB on the left right there as a submenu item. And then I'm going to click on Template Cloud. And this gives you a whole bunch of different layouts that are really, a lot of them are really nice designs. I'd say even better designs than the other options that you saw a moment ago. And so what I like to do is I like to preview a couple of these. So I'll preview this one because I think it's a neat layout. It's going to take a second to load, apparently. So you can preview and see kind of what it's going to look like in total. And you can decide, does this really work for the nonprofit? Does it suit their needs to start with? And if you like it, you can click install right here in the top right. And it'll install that for you to be able to use later. So I would go ahead and just install a couple of different ones that you might want to use. So maybe this one, install that one. Maybe you got a handyman nonprofit, so we can install that guy. Oh, that's an automotive service. That's not a handyman. You get the idea. And so then when you want to see where to load those up, we're going to go back up here. And again, we're going to click on Pages. We're going to click on Home for our home page. Again, it's the front page right there, Home page. Click on that. Page Builder, we're going to launch our Page Builder. And just like before, we're going to click the plus sign, go to Templates, but this time right here under Group on this drop-down, you're going to click the drop-down. You see here it says Template Cloud. So then we're going to click on Template Cloud, which is what you just loaded. That's what you just installed a moment ago. And now you see the layouts that I just installed. I had installed one earlier too for this one. And so now if I want to see what this one looks like to replace the existing one, I can, now this will replace everything on there. So if you made any edits, be careful about doing this. You can replace, you can also append to add it down to the bottom. I'll show you that in a minute. But for right now, we're just going to replace. Okay. And there we go. You can see the whole layout right there. And you can see, like, this is a great example. This is 3 columns. That's an empty column and an empty column right there that has this nice centering effect of this middle column. And you can see how this is all laid out. So then you can begin going in and editing the different components for each one. You can also edit colors. So for example, if you want to edit like this section right here, you love this getting started with the app area, but you don't need it to be this blue. You can click on this little, what is that, a wrench, I guess, and click on row settings. And under row settings, you can then scroll down and you can see we've got background type is color. Here's the color. So you can change that to a nice, really ugly green there if you'd like, or maybe, you know, you really want to go with a pink. I think everybody goes with a bright pink, right? That's a good one. GoP says it's good, so we're going to go with that. So, so that bright pink. You can also, if you want to, just as a note, you can do a photo. So maybe you want to add a photo there instead. You can select a photo. I don't know if I have a photo. I do not have a photo, but you can then upload photos right here. And you can do like a nice little parallax effect that way. You can do all kinds of different cool things that way. But that's good. Then make sure you save your stuff when you're done. You can see there's nothing there because I did not select a photo. So it just went to a gray, which is fine. Oh, no, sorry, right there. Oh, no, it didn't go to gray. It defaulted back to my background color. But you get the idea. You can customize that very, very highly. You can customize all kinds of colors. You can customize fonts and all that sort of stuff. And you can drag and drop around. You can also move entire rows. So if you've got a nice home page, but you just want to change the order, you can grab the entire row right here, and you can move it up and then drop it there. And now you've reordered your rows. And so you have to be careful with some things possibly overlapping like that, obviously. But you get the idea. You can. It's very, very customizable. So just sort of dig in, start messing around with it, and you'll get the hang of it in no time. So again, for the moment, focus just on the body of your homepage. Don't worry so much about this top area. Don't worry so much about the bottom area. Really just focus on the body and getting that right. And then we'll be ready to move on to the other stuff in the near future. So, all right, I think that's it. Let's publish that, save my changes. And I got to figure out how to stop broadcasting. Is that it? No, that's not it. No. Stop screen sharing. Hey, look, it's back. All right, and we're going to stop broadcasting, and I'm going to come out and answer any of your questions.